Final Destination Bloodlines is the newest installment into the Final Destination franchise. The logline is as follows. Plagued by a recurring violent nightmare, a college student returns home to find the one person who can break the cycle and save her family from the horrific fate that awaits them. I'll be honest, I'm not a really big fan of the Final Destination franchise. I've only watched bits and pieces of the previous films, but I still went into this movie with an open mind, and I was pleasantly surprised. What I liked about this film is that it knew what it was. It knows the premise is goofy and it's not afraid to lean into it. Additionally, it gets straight to the point. This is both a strength and a weakness, as the exposition was very straightforward and clunky in the beginning. The most surprising part about this film is it actually made me care about the characters and the relationships. They could have phoned it in with that aspect, but they put some effort into it and made it worthwhile. Though at the same time, there were some characters that either felt completely unnecessary or led to nothing. The mom character was the one that stuck out to me. It felt like they wanted to do more with her, but it amounted to nothing. The kills were great and entertaining, as to be expected. This movie really excels at laying out a breadcrumb trail of all these different things in the environment which might kill these characters. And the tension it's able to draw from these sequences was stellar and kept me on the edge of my seat. Great use of misdirection as well. The visual effects were hit or miss. Like I stated earlier, this film knows that it's goofy, so some of the effects echoed this sentiment. But as a whole, it didn't distract from the viewing experience. Also, the editing of this film was solid. The time absolutely flew by. I also really enjoyed the performances in this movie. Caitlin Santajuana was great as the lead actress, and her character's relationship with her brother felt pretty natural. However, my favorite performance was by Richard Harmon. I thought I was going to hate this character, but he delivered his lines really well and brought a lot of humor to the script. Definitely check this one out if you enjoyed the others in the series, or if you like this style of horror. Even if you're not a fan of the franchise, like me, you can still have a great time with it. But if you are not good with gore, then obviously don't watch it. So in conclusion, I really enjoyed Final Destination Bloodlines. The characters were surprisingly well written, the performances were solid, the editing was tight, and the humor mostly landed. However, some characters felt tacked on or led nowhere, and the visual effects were hit or miss. But the great tension-filled scenes and entertaining kills will leave fans of the series satisfied. Even if you haven't seen a Final Destination movie, you can still have a good time with this. 3.5 stars.